Well, there you are again. Charlie Greer podcast. I do this every day. Today, we're talking about the Delphi murders. Guys, question mark. So, pray for the families. Pray for Abby and Libby. Pray for law enforcement. Spread the blessings. And before I start, I want to tell if people have commented, thank you. Thank you for your comments. I'm not seeing them. I'm not getting any notices. So if I don't get in, like I don't, when you go to YouTube and you got notices, I have to go to my actual video and I'm getting docs, okay? I don't know why. Nobody's watching my podcast. I don't have any subscribers. I've got any views. I mean, shit. They're coming after me. I was in Facebook jail for like 7 days a while back. I don't get it. So if you're commenting and I'm gonna get back to you, I didn't see. I'm not seeing them. So moving on. Guys, down the hill. So I talked about this yesterday. And I'm kind of it's been on my brain, so I'm going to do another. Guys, it sounds like there's a question mark behind that. Like, guys, question mark. Then down the hill, exclamation point. You know what I'm saying? Guys, question mark. Down the hill, exclamation point. Meaning, guys, it sounds like it's you know what I mean? To me, it sounds like somebody going, guys, I didn't have anything to do with this. What are you talking about? You know me, that. Was that two recordings they spliced together? Then down the hill, exclamation point, because he's serious. He's in creep mode. He's in, is it me? And am I the dipshit? Perhaps. Could be. And again, this is my humble opinion. I'm amateur hour. Only been YouTubing for like 5 months. There's other YouTubers on this case that are really good, amazing, doing deep dives, hard work. Go check them out. I'd mention them, but this is the thing. I don't want to be coattail riding off anybody. I don't want to do that. Ain't me. That ain't my style. I could be doing. You could be now. Nuh-uh. This is again. That's my personal way of doing things. I did mention my first Delphi video. If you go down through my videos, I mentioned a few, but I don't want to. I mean, no coattail riding. I ain't gonna do it. So, but I watch their videos. Go check them out. I watch a lot of people's videos. Some of them I don't like. Some of them I do. Some you get here, there. That's it, right? Yeah, it's like shopping. You're just picking up. No, that was cool. That. The guys. Is that too? Recordings that they splice together. That's something that you would do. Law enforcement would do. But like, hey, we got this ploy. Well, is that what it is? Guys, it sounds like he sounds insecure. He sounds like he's and there's more headroom. And again, it's only one word. Ain't enough to, but there's headroom. That the guy sounds like it's in a room, recorded in a room. Down the hill, it sounds like it's outside. When you record in a room, that headroom, that natural kind of air that you hear, and outside, down the hill, you hear like the leaves and the that's just my humble opinion. I think that it could be too spliced together. If like, say you're interviewing someone, like, dude, let's pull this guy in, keep it all. Well, the reason you're here is we're investigating the Delphi murder. Guys, what are we talking about, man? Why are you asking? I didn't have anything. We played football together. We did that. See, that's what it sounds like to me. Then you just clip that, guys, and then put it in front of the down the hill to tell the suspect, like, hey, we're on to you. He would know. He would know his own voice. Unless he's just, of course, unless he's a local mastermind who pulled off one of the... I think that's what's going on. Law enforcement has to do these kind of things. You have to be cunning. You're dealing with criminals. Will we ever know? Are we, is it a guise? Like I said, just like a guise, like Guise, like, well, under the pretext of, we're telling the truth. We're trying to do now. I mean, my gut feeling says that, and also my gut feeling is, and I might be wrong on this, again, this is my humble opinion, that Doug Carter is like the only sincere, like he wants something. He seems emotionally attached. He's pissed. Isn't it weird how, like, Tobe is just like, well, see, no personality, just flatline kind of was it. And Doug Carter's kind of like, hey, you need like eager teenager to. Is there two groups of people we're dealing with? I mean, it's all law enforcement. You know how people are. The little cliques. Is that what's going on? Are they both told what to do? And for certain reasons, everybody's told what to do. Especially if you got a job like that. But yeah, comment below if you think that, granted, I might not see the comment, but if you think that is a thing, that guys, no, I didn't do this. I'm not say down the hill. See people's voice, their cadence will change when they're doing different things. He sounds a lot more down the hill, exclamation point. Like, hey, you're going to do, guys sounds like, what, maybe? Like there's some insecurity in his voice. That one word, he's telling me a whole story. Is it just me? Am I the Foolio who, perhaps, yeah, it could be. Again, I'm amateur hour. I've only been doing a YouTube channel for like 5 months, and I don't focus on the Delphi. I do everything. I talk about who knows. But I'm obsessed with this case. I watch other true crime. I don't know what it is about this case. Also, you comment below what is it about this case? What is it? Is it because it insults our intelligence? Is it because it's such a small town? They got the video, they got the audio. Is it just a caper that we want to solve? Oh, and also, I can't solve anything. There's other people out there that are doing a good job. I think that YouTubers will help solve this. I'm not one of those YouTubers. Okay, I'm just being honest. I can't solve anything. I don't have any shit. I'm just commenting, asking questions. There's others. If you want to, and I support them all. But yeah, I am obsessed with this case and guys down the hill. Didn't they say there's like 47 seconds of, well, then why can't we hear it? What is on that? Didn't I hear that the families heard it? What are they saying? Why won't they release it? Is it to protect the kids? They don't want the kids' voices on there. Just out of respect for the, I don't know. Was there a trail cam? Was there a security video I don't know. There's got to be more. Didn't they say they had more? Didn't the XDA, whatever, Robert Ives, I think that's his name. Sorry if I'm wrong. Didn't he say there was so much? It'll be over in a day, 3 days at most. And then it's been, in February, it'll be 6 years, man. 6 years. Pray for the families. Pray for Abby and Libby. Pray for law enforcement, man. I'm not anti-law enforcement. I'm pro-law enforcement. But if you go lollygagging around like they have been, of course, we're going to bust your balls, dude. We're going to ask questions. We're going to be See, our curious minds want to know. Yeah, I think that is 2 recordings. I think that they see, they're sneaky. That's what you'd have to do to solve this. You'd have to do something sneaky like that. Cunning. Cops do that. Did the FBI do that? That's something like maybe not a local department, because they don't have to deal with that. You know what I mean? It's a small town. That's why you need new eyes. You need people to come in, seasoned dudes. That's all they do. Women, whoever it is. That sounds like a more sophisticated kind of thing. We're like, hey, let's just let's get a guy's ruse, pull him in, interview him, and then we'll use a word to, I don't know. I that's my humble opinion. That's what I would I don't know, comment. And why haven't we, yesterday, the guys, under the guise of, they're withholding. See, that's the big guys in this case, is they're withholding evidence because it'll affect the case, the integrity of the case, the integrity. If you got someone, just release a little bit, drip it out. Come on. In that couple, don't they have an insider? Can't they, hey, insider, just, I know that affected Kate. You can't. I mean, that's illegal to do so. But shit, it's been 6 years. Again, is it admissible evidence? Is it just human error? Is it corruption? Perhaps, I don't know. Or a stew, a goulash of all that. Just hey, you know. And where's like 48 hours or the first 40, whatever it is, those shows? Why haven't they done? I mean, have they? Maybe they haven't. I just don't know. Again, I'm in my 50s, man. I can't hit shit. It kind of frustrates me that there aren't there a criminal psychologist, something, a wizard. I don't care who it is. Just, does anybody know a wizard that we could you hire a wizard? I'm the wizard. Here I am to solve the, I don't know. That's what we should do. Contact a crime wizard. I wouldn't doubt if they, you know, I always go back to that 2019 presser where it's just amalgam of emotional dumping and nanny boo-boos and dun 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 moments. What is that? Is there ever been in the history of crime a press conference that's that crazy? And they're just kind of like, and they're how they're doing it. And when you watch the sheriff there, he looks like maybe he's, again, I think that they're digesting it as they're going. They weren't told until they got up there and they're like, oh shit. His face is flushed. It's going red. He's looking over like, well, it's something is wrong. I'm not talking about like criminality. I'm just talking about like, did they do, that's another thing you do to get reactions from people. Are there people behind the scenes that just don't trust anybody? So like, hey man, because they know what you'll cover up certain things, just human error. You know, it ain't like you're the killer. It's just that there's other things. They weren't ready, man. They need help. You know, it's Delphi, Indiana. You know what? I think I might be wrong. Didn't I hear like this high school swimming? It's called the Delphi Oracle of Delphi swimming pool or something. Huh? See, look up Delphi and the Oracle of Delphi. All through history, that's been used for like some the Oracle of Delphi. That is weird. Is that area? Why would you? Something strange. The Oracle of Delphi swimming. Am I wrong? Did I just mishear? Because a lot of times when I do is I'll put on a podcast and like lay down, hang out with my dog. You know what I mean? I'm not watching it. Or I'll put it on and I'll be like doing dishes and sweeping, whatever I'm doing. So I'm not, you know, so I might dozy off and then, what did he say? See? And then forget to find, and I you know, bits and pieces. It's me. I mean, again, I'm not amateur hour. People are a lot better. If you want to go on a deep dive, don't. You came to the wrong place. You've there's other people that are a lot better. Just being honest. So the guys, it'd be, say if you were down a hill, like guys, it sounds like a question mark. Guys, question mark. Down the hill, exclamation point. You know, is it just me that hears that? Man, that really sticks with me. There's certain things. Again, I'm not a, but I have emotion and I have wits and I have a, you know, a gut feeling. I think so. Can you see my dog back there? And she's she loves being on camera, but she, you know. So yeah, it's frustrating. Again, I couldn't solve my own problems, let alone But isn't there a voice like software that one of these brainiacs law enforcement can like take people's and kind of run it through a program and see what matches? Don't voices match? Can't they tell whose voice it is? Isn't that a thing? Are they doing that? Or was the video so degraded that it's all distorted and this and that? It's been stretched and compressed and whatever it is that they can't, maybe. Again, my first Delphi video, I said this would never be solved. I thought that something else was going on. It's going to be, I hope not. I hope I'm the one that's just all, dang. But yeah, I get that feeling. There's so many layers of weirdo shit that, and all these cast of characters. If it was a movie, you wouldn't believe it. It'd have to be like not even a movie. It'd have to be like what would it be? A series or some kind of like, should Robert Burns step in and be like, hey, dang, we got to, maybe. Isn't he from Indiana? I don't know. It just seems like maybe it's me, but there's just a lot of just nothing. Like I know they were in the river. That's good. I hope they're onto something. That's good. But it's an election year. That's what you would do to see, we're going to. And are people satisfied around there, like locals? Because I can't speak. I'm not from there. Never been there. Are there people that are there that are like satisfied with the law enforcement? Think that they're, of course, if you grew up, 30,000 people, everybody, man. You grew up with these people. I'm from a small town. I know how it is. Did they, because you'll let a lot of stuff slide if you know someone, especially if you've known them since like you're 5 years old. Is that also what's going on? Is that part of the goulash? The criminal casserole, which is the Delphi murders. You know what I mean? There's everything in it. And it's, could be. Perhaps. We'll leave it at perhaps. But yeah, just that, guys, what I would recommend, and again, I don't have all this software. I'm computer literate, but I just concentrate on that one word. Just listen to that word over and hear. When you say one word, and you could either use a question mark, an exclamation point, a period. It sounds like guys, like question mark, down the hill, exclamation point. Like it's two different. Or is he just that crazy? He just switches his I don't know. Wouldn't he be sticking out though if you saw somebody? It'd be like somebody going, "Hi, how are you?" You just don't do that. People don't. You know what I mean? Am I the asshole? Am I just the dumbass? I don't know. Comment below, which of course I won't see because they're doxing me. And what is that? I know I'm uncool. I'm in my 50s. Nobody wants to watch. I get it. I get it. I just started like 5 months ago. And look at my podcast. I don't got all the other screens, people joining me, and hey, look at that. No, I'm not even asking people to support, subscribe, none of that. No. I do this because honestly, it's like therapy to me. I like doing it. Part of me. And I like my how I do it. Sitting in front of a camera, just like a madman. It's all it's like being a boxer. Like I can't rely on anybody else. It's just me. If I make a mistake, then that's how I live my life. I don't want all these other. I used to be a social butterfly. I was in bands. I was in this and that. Not anymore. So my format, if you will, if it's even that, Yeah, it ain't that good. I'm gonna get better equipment, believe me. But we need people that are better because I watch that too, or listen most of the time. Um, and again, thank everybody for you know, commenting, reaching out. I love all y'all. Uh, there's a, you know, we all have lives, we all work, we all do this, that, and the other thing. And me personally, I'm an artist. I like to paint and play guitar, and that's what I spent my life doing. You know, um, and then there's just people that are deep diving. You know, that's what they do. But we need to. We need to. Somebody needs to. Something has to happen. Has anybody? Are they still at the river? Are they still with metal detectors? Have they? What about that dude they pulled out? Was it TT? What's going on with him? Has it been a? Has it been a? What is he? A DUI case? A year-old DUI case? How does that happen? Um, is there anybody that knows how to go to like the computer log? I mean, the criminal logs around there, like, you know, go to Indiana, the arrest warrant law. Site. I don't know what it'd be. Um, what about that couple that has the insider? Can't they give us more insights? Isn't that strange that the a YouTuber has given us the YouTubers, I should say, given like information on this case? Isn't that weird? Isn't that another weird thing about this whole shit? I mean, come on. Um, I have a strange feeling that the guys down the hill is 2 recordings. It's spliced together from 2 different times. That's what I get. I don't know. I might be, you know. Again, it's the guys, question mark, down the hill, exclamation point. You just don't talk like that. Again, it'd be like, hi, question mark, how are you, exclamation point. No, we don't, that's not a thing. Unless you're like crazy. You need like Thorazine, you know, people are, again, I think there's more going on. I think people know. I think that they're covering up for just mostly uh incompetent, not even human error, you know. Um, did they microwave the blood? I don't know. Did they make a mistake? They threw something away, spill coffee, you know. Uh, why wouldn't they be talking, especially after the? Have they even after the Anthony shots? Has anybody? Have they had another press conference? And why did they mention Anthony shots in 2019? Again, they've said that there's a big sting. Is that it? Is it a huge sting? Well, like are they investigating the investigators? I talked about this yesterday. Is there like a cybercrime unit that's just figuring, looking at everybody? Um, something isn't. I don't know, and they're not telling us. They should just do another press conference. I would ask some of those YouTubers just concentrate on that. The guys down the hill, like do a, you know, get it in your software, the sound software. You can see the, you know, and just kind of. They say it's the same person, and he is responsible. Isn't that what they said? It's not 2 people. Did they say though it was on the same day though? Is it from the same? You know, it's in a conversation when you're. And why isn't there not a peep? You don't hear a oh my god, or when someone's telling you to go down the hill. It's like when you'd be like, oh my god, no, it's hey, what? There's no. It's weird. We need more information. Do a press conference, man. Do it in generalities. Just, yep, we're here. See, okay, bye. Just you want to do that every 6 months to a year. Weren't they doing that like every year? Why did they stop doing that? That is suspicious. That is strange. It's almost like they're only confident in their like stuff that makes them look suspicious. Obviously, we need new eyes. Obviously, we need, pardon me, somebody, a group of people, a crime wizard, I don't care who it is, to go there and be like, hey, but doesn't the county have control of that evidence? But they don't have any experience with anything like this. Is it arrogance? Again, is that another thing we can throw into the goulash to kind of just, or the crime casserole that's got everything in? It's frustrating. I don't even understand why I'm into this case. To tell you the truth, like I'm into more like back in the day I used to read this, the Zodiac Killer, Ted Bundy, Jack the Ripper, those classic cases that are kind of and then this one comes along, and again, I've only knew about this and since the Anthony shots. I mean, I heard about it, but I didn't like go down that rabbit hole. It was that night that they released that Anthony shots, and then YouTube referred it to me because they know I'm all about crime, whatever, and paranormal. I love paranormal, but that night I stayed up till like 3 or 4 in the morning, like going, what in the world, watching all these videos. Who? And then it also kind of pissed me off, like, man, something else ain't right here, and insulted my intelligence. So I'm like, oh, come on, that whole you'll have nothing and like it kind of thing. So I have that attitude, like, oh no, you didn't. Hey, I'm human. And I like a good crime, but man, again, pray for the families, pray for Abby and Libby, pray for law enforcement. They know you're law enforcement, man. You have training. I'm sure they do that. You're like, hey, you're going to be getting it from everybody. People are going to be in here. You got to get used to that. I know it's tough. It'd be, yeah. I think that Doug Carter is the only sincere one here. Where else am I getting all these weirdo things from? Doug Carter seems like and where's he been? Is he really running for governor? Dude, Doug Carter, you solve this case, you're governor. Hell, you'll be governor, and the next thing you'll be president, man. Come on, think about it. Would it be worth risking your career just to solve this so you could go on to think, come on, shit. Have some foresight. I'm talking to you, Doug Carter. Shit, come on. I wish I could have a beer with Doug Carter. A few beers. And Tobe lives. Just, hey, let's all have a beer. Let's go throw some darts. Of course, I'd be asking them everything under the sun, just or would I not mention anything and let them bring it up and be like, oh really? I wouldn't. Who? Get them drunk. Has anybody? Do they even drink? I don't know. But yeah, guys, question mark, down the hill, exclamation point. I can't get that out of my head. Humble opinion. I think it's 2 recordings. And my gut kind of tells me that it was in a interview, like an interrogation, not necessarily interrogation, but let's just go, come on over here, and we're just going through it. We know we talked to you before, but we're gonna, touch up on a few that dot some I, just and then wait, guys, what do you mean you called me in to talk about the Delphi? Why would I need any? That's what that guy sounds like a guy's, and he's question mark. You know me, I'm not the down the hill is exclamation point, man. You're in creep mode. You are a sociopath, psychopath, narcissist, whatever, freak, all of that. Should we have someone like that? They say they know who it is. He could be in the room. Dun, dun, dun. You going to let him mosey around? in that small town? Could he do it again? They said he hadn't done it before. Huh? That's another thing. I thought that it was a reactionary murder. Like they stumbled up on something, or they knew something was going on, or whatever, and someone reacted. You know what a reactionary? You were like, oh no, you saw me. I ain't got it. Didn't really, hadn't done it before. He's never been in that situation. But of course, he's a psychopath. A lot of psychopaths don't act on their psychopathy or whatever they call it. They don't. Again, I'm a dipshit, so don't. You're gonna have to let a few things slide when you watch my podcast. So is that it? Couldn't a criminal psychologist come? Has there been? See, criminal psychologists, somebody they're gonna. See, we all give tells. I also think the word "guise" is a tell for them. They're using a guise just to cover up their human error. Meaning, is there inadmissible evidence at the beginning? Did they have all this stuff? And then someone spit on the ground and hit it, and then they can't, or I don't know. Weird fibers and hairs. What's that all about? How weird are fibers? What's a weird fiber? What's it? Because it comes from a weird place. I don't know. Or they didn't even say that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. I recommend someone doing that to look into. There's some guy. People. See, people have guests on their YouTube channel. I don't got any of that. I don't know anybody as far as like. You could could you invite a criminal psychologist to your podcast and have a couple of them? They have like windows open here and there. And I don't know about that software, man. Again, I'm in my 50s, dude. I got that stuff going on. I'm not well, but couldn't someone do that? A criminal psychologist and concentrate on that, the recording, that one word, and they added the word, right? Why did they add that word? See, that's another reason why I think it is, because they did record a guy in a conversation separate, and then added it to have him like, we think you have a little bit of conscience left, so he would know, like, oh shit, they're on to me. My conscience kicks in. Okay, I did it. He didn't know. Is that what they're trying to do? So they only added one word. Why would you do that? Why would you add just one word? Because you have you want him to know. We know. You got a little conscience left. You come on, we're coming. Make it a little bit easier on yourself. And he's no, you'll never catch me. I think that's what's going on. My humble opinion. I'm not a detective or an interrogator. I don't try to be. I'm not solving anything. I'm a realist. Comment below. Maybe I'll see it. Hopefully, the YouTube, doesn't. Hey, YouTube. Just by the way, I'm doing. My podcast is bad. I'm doing it. I don't need no help with a bad podcast. Okay. There ain't no need to dox me and shave off views and a subscriber. I ain't got none. You're wasting your time. I could do that on my own personally. I don't need any help being a dipshit. So leave me be, man. Shit. Sorry, guys. I love y'all. I do this every day. I rant like a madman. Not necessarily about the Delphi, but this case, it's got its meat hooks in me. So, and comment about that. Why is this case? Is it just me? I know that other people are doing the case, but what is it about? I'm seriously need to know why it affects. Is it the nanny boo boo? Is it the insult your intelligence? Is it the da da da? Is it all that? Let me know. Again, I love y'all. I do it every day. I'll be back tomorrow. Be blessed. Cheers.